Hey guys, welcome back to my channel.
It's my life and I can do what I want to. Yeah. I make time for the things I like. Yeah. Baby, we can do this all night. Yeah. And you only live once, live like that.
Today's video is the first day of the back to school series. As you can see by the title, today's video is going to be my college freshman advice video. A lot of you guys love my college videos. Like, y'all want me to make all these college videos, college tours, college haul, all of this stuff. Just a heads up, I know a lot of people watch my college dorm haul that I made last year, and a lot of people are expecting another one this year. Unfortunately, this year I will not be staying on campus because we're only going to be on campus for about 6 weeks up until Thanksgiving break, and then everyone has to go online. And this semester my college isn't doing all in class classes, so like I think like 4 of my classes are online and I only have 1 in-person class. So I'm like, what is the reason for me to be paying thousands of dollars to stay on campus? Because they aren't giving any of us a discount because of COVID or whatever the situation may be. They aren't giving us a discount. So it's like, why am I just paying all of this extra money just to have 1 class in person and then 4 other classes online, when I literally could just stay home and then save money? You know, I feel like that just makes more sense. So I'm sorry if you guys were expecting a college dorm haul this year. Unfortunately, that will not be coming because I'm not staying on campus, but I still am going to give you guys advice on college and what to expect if you are going into college this year or next year or whatever the case may be. So without further ado, we're not going to talk too much. We're going to get right into this video. So my first piece of advice for college freshmen is just understand and be aware that college, at least for me, I'm gonna say, is nothing like high school. Like, the whole way that everything is set up is different. You aren't sitting in classrooms back to back for 8 hours a day. Some days you may only have 1 class, some days you may only have 2 to 3, or some days you may have like 5 classes. But the way it's set up is spaced out and you have different time slots for different classes. So in between classes you're gonna have breaks or whatever. Or say if you have like a lighter load, like a lighter schedule, and you only take 4 classes a semester, you may only have 1 class a day or 1 to 2 classes a day, and they may be like 6-hour gaps between classes. So with that being said, a lot of people, they feel like, oh, I only have 1 or 2 classes today, and then they kind of just feel like, oh, after this class, you know, I got so much time on my hands, I can go do this, you know, I don't have to study, I don't have to do my homework. Yes, classes are, you know, less, like yes, you have less classes, but these classes, you have to keep in mind, they're 3 to 4 credit classes. Like, the more credits a class is, I would say, like, the harder the class is, especially if you're taking science classes. So when I was taking biology and chemistry, these are 4 credit classes. Yes, I only take the class 3 times a week, but these classes are hard. They come with labs, they come with a lot of reading, a lot of studying, a lot of tests, whatever. So, you know, don't think, oh, because I only have 1 to 2 classes today, you know, I'm just gonna go to this class and then I can just go home, sleep, or play video games all day, because that is not going to help you at all. Try to stay as productive as possible in between your classes. Maybe after 1 class you can go back, study for that class, or try to stay on top of some homework, because I will say this, it is so easy to fall behind in a college. Like, I feel like in high school they kind of hold your hand more, you know, like if you're kind of falling behind or you're having a hard time, you know, they hold your hand, you know, they tell you, you know, come see me after class, or if you need extra time, you know, stay after school. College doesn't really work that way. You know, there are some professors who are willing to, you know, help you or whatever, if you can come to them during their office hours, but a lot of professors, you know, they don't really give you the help that you need, and you may have to go to see a tutor and then just go through the whole 9 to get help for these classes. So, you know, it's best that you just stay on top of it as best as you can in the beginning, so you don't fall behind, because once you fall behind, y'all, girl, once you fall behind, it's like you just feel like everything is a wrap, because it's like it's so hard to catch back up, especially because in college we have midterms, and then at the end of the semester obviously we have finals. So just try to stay on top of everything and study as much as you possibly can, because it is so easy to think, because oh, I have this 6-hour gap between my classes, so I'm just gonna go back to my dorm, go to sleep, you know, talk on the phone, watch TV all day and not get any work done. Baby, time management is like, that's gonna be your best friend. I literally would advise you guys to, you know, write out your schedule, okay, and in between your 6-hour gap, or if you have a 4-hour gap, a 3-hour gap, if you have gaps in between classes, you know, write a schedule down so you can like visually see, you know, plan your day out. You know, after this class I'm going to study for this class for this amount of time, I'm going to go get something to eat for this amount of time, you know, then I'm going to come back, I'm going to read for this amount of time, and then, you know, on weekends I would honestly say, I'm going to keep it like a buck with y'all, on the weekend is probably when you can like do stuff that you actually enjoy. But I'm gonna say this, if you are a full-time student, it is literally the same thing as working a full-time job. College is literally a full-time job, you guys. Like, it is not easy. I'm not gonna sit here and sugarcoat none of that. When I first started college, y'all, I just felt like, I was like, wow, like this is actually a lot. And I'm thinking like, you know, I had these 6-hour gaps and stuff, because I'm only telling you guys this because this is something that I actually experienced. So I go on like, yeah, I got like a 6-hour gap between my classes. I'm about to go back to my dorm, I'm about to sleep, I'm about to chill, I'm about to, you know, see what people up to, whatever. And then I noticed that I started to fall behind, because I'm thinking, you know, this is like me time, when it's really not me time. Like, they make the schedules the way they do on purpose, because like in between the classes, you literally, it's like non-stop, like work. So yeah, well, honestly, like, this is just me speaking from my personal experience. But if you ain't working all the time in college, then you ain't doing something right, because y'all, it's literally a full-time job. So make sure you stay on it, and make sure you are managing your time properly, and you're thinking through and planning your day so you don't fall behind when it comes to that. So the next piece of advice I'm going to give you guys is just be open-minded, that there are going to be all different types of people that go to your school. I know a lot of people, they get kind of used to seeing like the same faces all the time in high school, and you know, everybody knows everybody, and you know, you kind of like have like an expectation as to what you're going to see or expect, or how people are going to act, and so on. So I'm going to tell you guys that, you know, you kind of have to keep an open mind, that people, when you're going to college, people are literally coming from everywhere, all across all the different states, all across the country. People are coming to this one college. So, you know, you have to be open-minded, that you are going to see some stuff that may not make sense to you, but may make sense to someone else to do, or things you had never seen before, but other people, they see all the time, and this is like their normal. So just be open-minded to that, because there's a lot of things that I've seen and I question, and I'm like, how is this okay? Why are people doing this? Like, this isn't okay. But it's like, once again, people come from all different backgrounds and nationalities, and you know, grow up, everybody grows up different, everybody grew up different. So you can't really just automatically judge people just because that's not something that you're used to seeing, or you know, you're just not used to seeing that. So just be mindful that, you know, kind of try to adapt to the environment. I would say you don't have to agree with everything that people do or say, or you know, the way they dress, the way they, you know, whatever. That's kind of with anything though. But you just kind of have to find yourself to kind of just adapt into the environment, and understanding that these people come from all different places, and everybody isn't from where you from, and everybody didn't grow up the way you grew up. So the next thing I'm going to advise you guys, this is probably like my top piece of advice, is if you can, or if you don't already have a car, get you a car. Like, I'm telling you, like, try your best. I know not everybody is in the financial, you know, place to, you know, buy their car or already have their car by the time they start their first year of college, because I can speak for myself. I know I wasn't, but y'all, I wished I had a car my first year of college. I wish I had a car so bad. It's like you already are like so independent. Like when you go out to college, you're basically like living on your own, but it's like in certain situations you're just gonna wish that you had a car. Like say you have to go to Walmart, or say on the weekends, you know, you just want to kind of like get out and catch a break from all of the school and stuff, because things like that can become very overwhelming, and you're just gonna want a car. Like a car is just gonna, you're just gonna want that peace of mind knowing that if you ever have to go anywhere, or if you ever want to go anywhere, you have your car to go wherever you want to go, not having to depend on anybody to take you anywhere, not having to ask anybody can they take you anywhere, because you know, not everybody is willing to, you know, if you have to go to Walmart, or if you want to go get food, or if you want to go get coffee from this place, or if you want to go shopping on the weekend, you know, not everybody is willing to, you know, take you. You know, even if you do have some friends on campus that say like, you know, they'll do it, but it's like me myself, I kind of I want to have that like sense of independence, you know, like I don't want to depend on nobody to, you know, take me anywhere or whatever the case may be. Even if they say they don't mind, I kind of just like to be independent myself. So I really advise y'all to get a car if you don't already have a car going into your freshman year of college. Get your car, get your license as soon as possible, because you are going to wish you had it if you don't already. Now I know a lot of college campuses, they do charge for parking. I think my school charges, I think it's like $120 or $150, around that price range for the parking permit to park in like the parking lot, the student parking lot, whatever. But honestly, I feel like it's worth it. Just try to save your money as best as you can, or if your parents are willing to help you buy a car, whatever the case may be, I would highly encourage and recommend you guys to try to get a car before going to college. Period. Okay, so my next piece of advice would be to try to make yourself like meet new people. Now I don't really know how to word this, but like try to be more open-minded and outgoing if you aren't an outgoing person already. I know me myself, I am very like not outgoing. I'm an introvert. I don't like talking to people. I feel like I'm socially awkward when I see people I don't really know like how to act, and it's weird. But try to be more open-minded to meeting different people, because you know they say college friends are forever. You'll be surprised how many people you're gonna meet, and like the way you didn't think that you would click with them, and y'all end up being like the bestest of friends. So you know, be more open-minded. If you see somebody in one of your classes, you know, say hi, hello, try to make conversation. You know, you don't have to really do too much. You don't have to say something to everybody, but like, you know, if you see somebody in class and they look lonely, don't be scared to like go to them and talk to them, because a lot of people wish that they had somebody to talk to, especially if they're going to a college where they don't know anybody. Now luckily enough, the college that I was going to with other people that I knew, so I wasn't, you know, in the position that where like I didn't really know anybody and I had to like kind of force myself out there. But if you are in that position where you go into a college with nobody else that you know, try to like talk to people, socialize. You know, don't be scared to go to events, and they have different clubs and things. Join a club, put yourself out there if that's something that you're interested in, so you can meet new people and make new friends. And overall, I feel like making new friends is what's really going to give you that college experience that everybody wants. So definitely, y'all, don't be scared to meet new people, make new friends and stuff like that. It's gonna just make college 10 times better than what it is. So the last piece of advice I'm going to give y'all is, if you have a roommate, okay, so me personally, I did not have a roommate because I already know how I am personally. Like, I do not like dealing with people. I don't like expecting things from people. I don't like asking people to do certain stuff. I don't like asking people to clean. I know I have a certain like cleaning standard, and I don't even say this to try to like sound like bratty or whatever. Like, I know how I like my things to look, and I know how I like things to be set up. I know how I like my bathrooms to be clean. I know how I like my rooms to be clean, and I know how I do not like other people in my space, period. So I didn't have a roommate. I requested a single dorm, and a lot of people were asking me, you know, how did I request a single dorm? How did you do it? Whatever. So basically, all you have to do, well, at least for me, I requested a single dorm, and to kind of get like that priority single dorm, they're gonna ask you for like, is it like medically necessary? So I told them that it wasn't medically necessary because I actually did have really bad, I still do to this day have really bad anxiety, social anxiety, being around other people. It's just, you know, I get very anxious that knowing other people are in my space, XYZ. This video is not about that. But yeah, so I went to the doctor. Basically, I told my doctor, you know, I need, can you write my doctor's note, you know, telling them my situation. And yeah, so basically my doctor, you know, he didn't give me no problem, whatever. He just wrote my doctor's note that, you know, Anaiya, this is her dorm, is her single dorm is medically necessary because of her social anxiety, and she's anxious and whatever. So whatever your situation may be, you know, if it is medically necessary, you can go to your doctor. But if you want in a single dorm isn't really medically necessary, then I guess you would just have to kind of just wait on it. But I am going to tell y'all to keep in mind that single dorms, they're not going to be the same price as having a roommate. Me, myself, my single dorm, it was like an extra $4,500 per semester on top of the base price of room and board. So say, for example, room and board is $10,000. I'm going to be paying the base price of $10,000 for room and board, and then the additional $4,500 on top of that because I requested a single room. So keep that in mind. That's a lot of money per semester that, you know, you're going to be paying. That's a lot of debt if you're taking out loans that you're going to be in. So be mindful of that. But yeah, so that's that. But I would just say, like, if you do have a roommate, just try to, you know, communicate with each other. Maybe you guys can, you know, like, write out a little chore board on, like, these days, you know, you take out the trash, these days I'll take out the trash, these days you clean the bathroom, these days I'll clean the bathroom. Or you can even work out, like, who buys what for the room, like who's buying the toilet paper if you guys are sharing a bathroom, who buys the toilet paper, you know, or on what days it's okay to have other people in the room, because I know that's like a big thing that people had to deal with, like other people being in the room, and that's annoying. You don't want other people in your space, especially like girls be having like boyfriends and they be trying to invite their boyfriend over to their room, and then the other roommate don't want their boyfriend to be there, and then like people are just being made uncomfortable, and that's never something that, you know, anybody wants to be in. So just be mindful of that and try to work something out. Hopefully, I wish y'all the best, but I know that's not something that I could personally be dealing with, because I already know how I am, and I don't want to lose my temper and end up fighting somebody and then end up being kicked off college campus. So I just, you know, spent the extra money and got my own room. But if you aren't able to get your own room, because I know, you know, they don't make it possible for where every single student can have their own room. But yeah, I wish y'all the best of luck with that roommate situation, if that is, you know, something that you're gonna have to be dealing with if you're staying on campus. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please give me a like and comment down below what you thought about this video, and comment down below anything else that you want to know related to college advice, or if you have any additional questions or anything that I did not cover in this video. Comment down below and I will respond to your comments. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please remember to give me a like, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell so you never ever miss an upload. And follow me on all of my social media sites in the description box down below. And I will see you guys in my next video. Peace. Need you to put a rush up on it like August. Get a ticket for me, I got it, that's ballin'.